Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome to the Soul Tribe, guys. If you're a returning subscriber, like I said, welcome back. Sending you so much love, so much respect, so much gratitude. Oh my God, my heart is so full. So let's get tapped in. Let's grab our tea, grab our tree, grab our drink, do whatever you need to do to get comfortable. There is no judging here. I'm Tasha. It's nice to meet you guys. Let me know where you are from if you are new to the channel. I love reading the comments section after the live premiere. So if you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon in the corner, and you will get notified when I post new content. Okay, so cheers. It's sour. Something sour. Something sweet and then it gets sour. Or it's sour and it turns sweet. I don't know. Let's see what's going on here, guys. Ancestors of the highest white light, I call you into my beautiful space and ask for a clear, precise channel message. Now we have the Hierophant. Somebody looks up to you. A lot of people look up to you. Maybe somebody wants to get in a marriage with you, work with you. They are definitely coming towards you. There could be 3 people. Could be for a job. Ancestors, what's going on here with the Hierophant? It's the 4 of Pentacles. Wow, I'm tripping on my words. Somebody may be holding on to some kind of outdated belief systems. Okay, it's kind of what's stopping them from coming forward to work with you. Yeah, it's the 8 of Cups. Now you walked away from these outdated belief systems and walked away from a relationship, a partnership. Take it as it resonates, maybe even a whole family. And these family or these people in the background are still holding on to you. Okay, somebody does want to work with you. They've been seeing you, watching you. Really turn your talents into profession. Mind your business, drink your water, and allow things to flow. But they only start flowing when you let go of this abusive relationship or whatever was trying to hold on to you. I'm really feeling like outdated belief systems is what had you walk away from a relationship, family, friends, even a job. Queen of Wands. Now you are the leader of your own life. Maybe somebody said because of your beauty, they said that that's all you were was beauty, that you were never going to be anything more than that. Oh, somebody is really watching you. And you're standing in your power since you walked away from whoever was trying to hold on to you emotionally, mentally, physically, financially. Remember, this could be your story. This could be somebody around you. This could be somebody playing in your energy that you know nothing about. So discern, discern, discern. But you are protected from these people. Somebody's looking at a 360-degree angle and they're feeling burdened. Whoever you walked away from is feeling burdened. I feel like you have walked away from a relationship or a marriage or something that you cared about, but you've seen somebody holding on to some kind of toxic, outdated belief systems that you clearly did not want to have anything to do with. Whoever's holding on to you is burdened. They're burdened because they're watching you. And what they're doing is they're watching you go into a new chapter. Somebody may not have wanted to change. They're looking at things differently. Somebody may have wanted to sacrifice you, inevitably just sacrificing themselves for these outdated belief systems. What's this 8 of... Wow. Yeah. You had to walk away because of the illusions, okay? Somebody wasn't consistent in your life and they didn't give you any clarity, so you walked away. And as you walked away, these people were holding on to you, but they were saying that they weren't. They were saying actually like you were holding on to them. These people are burdened. Whatever they're carrying, it's heavy now because they're watching you do the work. And, well, somebody juggled you. Okay, they didn't want to do the work with you. They wanted you to do all the work and then claim that work for themselves. Hence why you walked away from this family, this job, this relationship, whatever it is. Guys, it's a general reading. But somebody did juggle you, but you didn't juggle yourself. You had the strength to persevere knowing that you're not just looks. You are powerful in your own right. And you wrote down that letter with your own inner demons. You have discipline, courage, tenacity. So even when people juggle you, you keep putting your head down and doing your work. Knight of Swords. Somebody's coming in towards you. Now, there could have been a lot of people coming towards you with this ill intent, you know, having a lot to say about you. But it doesn't matter what people say about you, you're protected. All that matters is what you do, how you move. Your actions matter, not what people think. That's why the sun is there. You are fucking beautiful, vibrant, magnetic. And somebody wants to send a message through to you, okay? You may be the messenger. You may get a download of some kind to tell you, okay, this is not for me. No matter how much I want to be in this partnership, this friendship, this family, this loving environment that you thought was loving. Maybe you weren't. You didn't grow up with real love around you. So you stayed stuck, settling. Now, whatever you were settling in is overbearing. It's too much, okay? So you had to walk away. You knew that somebody wasn't going to change. They weren't going to do anything for themselves. So you had to do for yourself. There was a lot of illusion. Somebody may even say that you have a lot of options, or that you don't know what's going on because of some kind of fantasy. But you know exactly what's going on. And you continuously keep doing the work, knowing that eventually it will pay off. Even if people are juggling you, saying a lot of things in the background, justice is there for the hangman. So yes, somebody is feeling a little bit off kilter because they sacrificed something that was traditional for something that isn't so traditional. But the thing is it's like, okay, so traditional meaning like, you know, loyalty, respect, integrity, dignity, ethics, like this is traditional, right? But somebody was dealing with or believing in these outdated belief systems and traditions as a man needs to do and is above a woman kind of thing. I feel like someone was like a bigot, okay? Taz, and may have been, you know, trying to distract you. Inevitably, they just distracted themselves because justice prevails. Balancing of the scales. What you chose was the right thing to do. You chose to walk away. Even if this path is a solo journey at the moment, you're not always by yourself. Like, you're never alone. So I want you to remember that. You did the right thing for you. And you protected yourself from the chaos of the external. Because it's the devil into the tower, guys. Whoever's in this outdated belief system thinking that they are better than you because they have a job, a badge, a title, money, whatever this is, guys, they're the ones who are going through a lot of turmoil within themselves because they're having to face themselves. There's major towers. Somebody wanted to cause a tower in your life. 2 of Swords, 3 of Swords, to cause you an illusion. They ended up breaking their heart. Why? Because they didn't see that it's a double-edged sword. So somebody's been holding on to you because they didn't help you. They thought you were naive and that you needed them, but you didn't need them. You were the knight. Now somebody is heartbroken because no matter how much they try to call you in or they try to get people to find you, they can't do anything. They're stuck with settling for what they chose. I don't know what this is. If this is a boss, if this is family, if this is a lover, they have to settle with what they settled for. You know, it's like they have to sleep in the bed they made. 7 of Pentacles going into the 8 of Pentacles. Guys, you really did invest in the right things. And somebody knows you've been investing in the right things. Somebody wanted to sign a contract with you only to take what you had. But you walked away from that probably just in the nick of time. Because now that person, whoever, those people, that group, whatever it is, it could be a whole fucking community, a coven, whatever it is, they wanted to come up against you. They thought they were better than you, but you've seen them as this very codependent devil energy. They thought that you were naive and you were codependent. Oh, no, you're not. You signed a contract with Source and you've been standing straight, solid, and legit in what you needed to do. Now, these people are feeling burdened by the choices that they have made because the 6 of Swords into the 7 of Swords. There's somebody trying to run away from the lies that they told, but they can't run away from the ancestors. That's why they're burdened. They can't run away from their own self. That's what it comes down to. Somebody is being haunted by their own actions. Now, you may have told somebody not to treat you bad, that you were good to them, and that eventually that they would suffer. And it wouldn't be at the hands of you, that it would be at the hands of themselves. Somebody is contemplating. They are suffering. Why? Because you walked away. Now, something could have happened underneath this, the last eclipse, okay? So what was that? That was the blood moon. That was Virgo's full moon. So something happened. Somebody really seen that you weren't kidding. When you said you were leaving, you weren't kidding. Ancestors, That contract that you signed with people in the past, it's over. Whether that's a 10-year, 15-year contract, it's done. Yeah, 3 of Pentacles into the 4 of Pentacles. Somebody was really trying to hold on to you, but the ancestors were working on your behalf overtime in order for you to get what was yours. Because there was a lot of people, 3 or more people working against you to try to stop you from walking away from a situation because they were harvesting off of your energy. Emotionally, physically, financially, whatever that is. They were living a good life off of your energy because you're the big bank. In the spiritual realm, you are big energy, okay? And that's why the ancestors are protecting you. They guided you. They told you, listen, something isn't right. Somebody's been trying to hold on to this contract, but they're not treating you with human rights. They're not giving you a quality of life. It's you who's giving them a quality of life. So check yourself because you're about to wreck yourself. So what did you do? You checked yourself. You checked the illusions, and you knew that the only cup that mattered was the self-love cup. And if somebody truly loved you, then they'd love you the right way. Even if they didn't know what true love was, you relearned it, so somebody else would as well. So you eliminated yourself from anybody in the past who made you feel any kind of way and did not give you real clarity. You gave yourself the clarity. You gave yourself the closure, and you walked away. Somebody really thought you weren't gonna, I don't know what this is, your family, a job, a lover, I don't know. But God, Creator, Source gave you that aha moment. And, you know, it's your heart that radiates. Somebody does see you as the sun. Like, a lot of people may even call you like sunshine. But that also does get a lot of people insecure and upset and intimidated for some reason. Because the 7 of Swords into the 8 of Swords, you see what I mean? Because they lied. They lied. They tried to put a lot of illusions, put things in the way for you so that you wouldn't have this happiness. There's a lot of happiness haters around you, my beautiful collective, and you've seen the illusions. Now somebody's stuck in this prison, trapped, purgatory. I don't know. That's their making. You decided to do you, to choose you finally. And, well, if people feel some kind of way, they can do the work too. But they gotta put their head down and mind their business. Stay in their fucking lane. Somebody's mad because there ain't nobody in your lane. Somebody wanted to be you, copy you, and well, let's just say that they are not happy because the 4 of Cups into the 5 of Cups. Yeah, they're not happy. They're in a lot of regret because you are the one who's rejecting this person now. Somebody rejected you. For work, perhaps, for money, for some kind of partnerships, perhaps. But that partnership, it didn't work out. Now they want to spin the block. You ain't got no time for this. None whatsoever. Sounds like an opportunist and you have no time for this. Now, the God, Creator, Source, whoever you believe in, the higher power, Sun God, Ra, you know, the aliens, whatever you believe in, is coming in and offering you a brand new opportunity. But you can't, like, be so naive about this, okay? You've done the work. You deserve this new opportunity. Somebody is going to feel left out, but that's not your problem. They got issues, and it sounds like it's a them problem, okay? Somebody wanted to juggle you. Like I said, I do not make it up. It's only clarification as what I'm seeing in my mind's eye. And, well, they're in regret now. Dwelling on the shoulda couldas, the maybes, the what-ifs, the spilled milk. Well, that's not your fucking problem, is it? No. Because, look, they put so much on you. Like, so much on you. At the bottom of the deck, it's the 5 of Cups into the 6 of Cups. You had so much love for these people in the past. These people from the past, friends, family, colleagues, lovers, whoever this is, guys, you had a lot of love for them. But look, they cracked your trust. They broke your trust. They put too much pressure on you and they wouldn't help carry the weight. They, like, okay, I can only, like, I'm going to put it in, I'm going to give you a story, okay? So when my baby daddy and I had first got together, I had my first son. And he lived with me with his 2 younger kids, right? So I paid for everything. I paid for them as a babysitter, whatever. And then we moved into a new place where we finally go half and half, okay? And I still had his kids. I still had my son. And then I got pregnant. And so now I have 3 kids and 1 on the way. And he still was not paying half the bills, and he would get mad because he didn't have enough to go out and party and do the things that he did before. And I looked at him like, and now you understand how I feel, because I paid for everything the whole time. Anyways, long story short, we broke up. Not long after that, I was still pregnant, and I moved into a bigger house that was more rent and everything, and I paid for everything myself. And then when I moved into the apartments here, not this apartment, the old one, I was there for like 15 years. When I moved into that apartment, he was jealous and he wanted me back. I was throwing birthday parties and doing things for me, right? And he wanted me back because he's seen other people wanted me. Like, I had people literally walking me and asking me on dates when I'm pregnant because they knew what I was going through, and I still said no because it's weird. And it's weird, like, I got a baby in my belly, you're fucking weird. You know, I don't know. I've always been very, very, very loyal, even when the person that I'm with is not very loyal. That guy, my baby daddy, cheated on me the whole time. And because I was raised that when you have children, you stay with them. But when I was a certain, like I said, I was pregnant, and I realized, no, I don't have to be with them. So I moved, and now this is the third move. I moved 3 times while I was pregnant for Karen, my youngest. And when I moved, I finally went into like this comfortable phase, and then he came back. But he never stayed with me, never lived with me, never paid no bills. Like, I would have to call the bar and ask him at the bar to bring milk for my kids, and he would tell me no, but then tip the bartender the $5 that the kids need the milk for. Do you see how? Anyways, the story, what I'm saying is that when we did get back together and the kids were older, I broke up with him, I think 2015, okay? And then, well, I kind of like left him for somebody else, basically. So I guess that's why I keep losing that somebody else for somebody else. I guess, I don't know. That's just karma. Karma's a bitch. So I learned that. Don't do that. Don't ever fucking do that again. But anyways, when we were together, I said that I wanted to take the kids to Disneyland, you know, that it would be nice. And he's like, yeah, we're going to take the kids to Disneyland. You pay for your kids and I'll pay for my kids. That's when I realized, this I don't have to be with. This I do not have to deal with. So I haven't been with that guy for years now, right? So about 10 years. And I took the kids to Disneyland. My kids. Because it was like I was raising my children and he was just a boyfriend. It was so odd and it was so disrespectful, and I didn't understand because I took care of his other kids before I even had my own. But that's what happens with selfish people. When they really do have to pay for their own way and take care of themselves, they throw you under the bus. But they can juggle you all they want. But then when you look back at the history, you're like, wow. And you kind of give yourself a pat on the back that you were able to accomplish things that you said back then you were going to do it with somebody else. But there was never a somebody else to do it with. I'm so grateful that I was able to give that to my kids for Easter because of the traumas and tribulations that I had been through. Like, my baby daddy threw me under the fucking bus. Like, threw me right under the bus. And I still managed to pick myself up and do what I need to do to be the breadwinner and the main person that takes care of the children. And I have no shame in saying that because I got the paperwork. I got the proof. I'm the one who takes care of them, and I'm the one who has always taken care of them. Now, a lot of people are upset because they juggled you, and they can't come back. They can't come back at all because people degraded you, disrespected you, slept on you, but they wanted you to take care of them. And you've seen it. Now you're not like that anymore. If people want, they can be, you know, it's a give and take, you know. It's a receptivity of energy. But you're going to let people talk, whatever they want to talk. You have nothing to prove to anybody but yourself. And you are accomplishing a lot of things that you said that you would to a lot of people. You know? And yeah, that's what he said. You take your kids and I take my kids. Because he's got 2 older kids. And then he's got 2 kids with me. And I'm like, well then. Yeah. So, somebody is in a lot of remorse. Because they have the same 24 hours in a day. And there's somebody watching you. And whoever's watching you in the background is somebody who is sitting on the dock of the bay. Watching the tide roll away. Ooh. Yeah, somebody sees you as love. And it could be a 2 of cups. However, somebody juggled you. Okay? And you don't juggle yourself. So, what are you doing? You're loving on yourself. And there's a 2 of cups coming in. And there's going to be a lot of people who are upset about this because they may have categorized you as one kind of person, you know, as very beautiful or, you know, a femme fatale kind of energy, you know. And well, your image is changing. People are seeing you differently because that illusion is fading. I told you that cycle, that contract, whatever that was, it's ending. And somebody is really seeing you and they're kind of like not feeling so good about their actions because you are the Emperor Hierophant. See, somebody was arrogant. They didn't want to give you credit where credit is due. You are the Emperor. You are the boss, CEO, independent contractor of your own life, and you always have been. Hence why people try to, you know, trap you. You won't get trapped again. You fucking know this. That's why you may have been recycling relationships. Maybe you were in the same kind of relationship as you were before. Until you learned a lesson. Now, if somebody wants to be with you, they're going to have to understand that you have power and strength too. Okay? It's the Death with the Temperance Angel, the 9 of Cups with the 10 of Cups. Somebody knows that you're more than just what people said. You are the Temperance Angel. You are the Phoenix rising from the ashes. So yes, you are very much alluring. And somebody can't get enough of the way you are. It's like every time they see you, they want a piece of you. And the fact that nobody can touch you, it's intriguing. Okay, and it's only because you know your self-worth. I told you can have 1,000 options in front of you and you're not going to pick any. Why? Because you love yourself enough. And you've chosen yourself time and time again. You are that 2 of Cups. You are that Ace of Cups. You are both masculine and feminine. The masculine will come out to protect the feminine. And if you are lucky enough as a female to have a man next to you who makes you feel safe, you will be in that feminine energy 90% of the time. And somebody, an external energy was kind of upset that they seen their friend or their family member or whatever put you in that kind of energy. Or you put somebody in that kind of energy. Oh, yeah. Because somebody sees you as wish fulfillment. And they want to have a family with you. Somebody is coming in and it's because they see you building a family for yourself. Creating the life that you wanted for yourself, the life that was never given to you. A lot of people had an opportunity to help you. And what did they do? They shit on you and hoped that you would not survive. Well, guess what? You overcame all of them. And they know what they did to you. They know what they sent to you. They know how many times they try to stop you, block you, and put you on your fucking ass. And they know how fucking protected you are. Yep, it's the Page of Cups with the Knight of Cups. Somebody knows what they did. They know exactly what they did and they know exactly how protected you are. I do not make it up, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell icon because it does help the algorithm. Page of Cups. Somebody did a ritual on you because they came towards you very inconsistent, love bomber, in and out, okay? You've seen it for what it is. You knew that they weren't really caring about you. They just cared about what you did for them. That was it. That was all. So you walked away from this person. Now this person, because they're very immature and because you refused their offer of apology or acceptance or anything, I don't know, they've been doing some kind of spells on you. Magic, manipulation, trying to distort people's view because they are very immature. And because they truly do fucking love you, but you won't pay them no mind because they're very immature. And you have no shame. Somebody is scared to face you because they know that you are articulate with how you feel, what you see, and what you fucking hear. That you are intuitive and that you are the messenger. And somebody wants to get a message through to you, but they're scared on what you're going to say. Because then a lot of people want to spin the block. You are not getting into contracts of the past. You are in the 6 of Wands, 7 of Wands. You see what I mean? You're protected. And you got the victory. And somebody knows if they come in with some sly ass fucking shit or some lies that you're gonna cut it off. And that's why you get the victory. You got the victory in the ancestral realm. You don't have to worry about nothing. You got your feet up and you're waiting and you're attracting. If somebody wants you, they're gonna be this emperor and they're gonna come out and get you. It is what it is. Somebody's getting the courage to come talk to you because the world is there with the fool. Somebody feels foolish because they're watching you on the big world wide web. And God Creator Source is protecting you. You are successful, happy, 3 of Cups, 4 of Cups. Somebody wanted to play in third parties. And, well, you rejected them. God, Creator, Source, seeing somebody do you dirty in the background. Say things that you may not have heard. So they nudged you, pushed you over the ledge. Take a new leap of faith. Do something different. I promise you it'll fucking end up leading to success. Maybe not at first. Like my tarot business. I've been doing it for 5 years. So you have to at least expect to not make any money for 5 years. That's it. You have to be consistent. And you have to put all your everything in. 5 years. And maybe eventually then it will flip. But you're going to have a lot of backlash. You have to be willing to invest in order to make. And you're not doing it like everybody else. So you don't have rich parents or backings or friends or, you know, a big group to kind of like spread your information and get your stuff out there. You know, no. You have absolutely nobody. You actually have the opposite. But there is beautiful, beautiful people in this world. So you put yourself out there. And I promise you, each day you will get better. It will get more consistent. You will gravitate the right people. They will see your vibration. They will understand you. And your vibes will resonate with them, okay? So the people in your face, your friends, your family, your community, they will not see you for who you are, especially if you have transformed and changed. They will continuously only see the old you because that's what they want. You know, you can't change anybody. I promise you, eventually they may understand the words that are coming out of your mouth. But if they do not, they will patronize, they will disrespect, and they will alienate you because they're scared. People are scared of what they do not know. And the fact that you got this protection, it's amazing and baffling people. Because the 6 of coins into the 7 of coins, you really did invest in the right things. And you really are a fucking giver. And the ancestors know that. But you ain't giving and giving and giving till you got nothing left this time. And that's why the ancestors are saying congratulations. You ended a cycle finally. And so a lot of people are feeling like a fool because they slept on you. Now, it's about communication, guys. A lot of people are feeling like a fool because they didn't know how to communicate with you properly. And all they had to do was be generous with their time, with their emotions. They seen you dedicated. They seen you triumphantly. And they seen you transparent. These people were not transparent. So what are you doing? You're waiting for transparency, for open communication. You want to be able to have the option to take it or leave it. And that's what somebody is about to give you, the option to take it or leave it, because it's about loyalty, guys. You may have been in a lot of relationships that weren't loyal, but it taught you a big lesson. You didn't lose out on anything. It just made you stronger, okay? It's intimacy, guys. It made you stronger and understand that you can't just let anybody into your life. You can't just be intimate with anybody, because at the end of the day, there will be a lot of people who are mad at because you're special, because you have this emotional deep bond and connection. Somebody's going to do magic and manipulation just try to stop that, try to get that. I don't know. At the end of the day, they can't. They have been. A lot of people are going fucking broke, trying to do spell work, trying to get your intimate relationships, but they can't copy you. They can't be you. You take responsibility for your actions, for everything, always. Like I was saying, my baby daddy threw me under the bus. When I got stabbed in the city, that was his opportunity to go and take all the family allowance. When I gave my mother the family allowance for the kids, like I didn't take any of the government money. I gave it all to the kids. Like it's the kids' fucking money. Like I'm not that bitch. I sold drugs on the street to get my money, you know. I bought him Jordans, all kinds of shit, you know. When I got home, my youngest was just a little boy. And he asked me, Mom, how come we don't have Jordans no more? Can you go back to the city and work and get me some more Jordans? And I had to sit down and explain to him that money was not important. That he could have all the money in the world and I can give him all the money in the world, but he's not going to have me. Not going to have me at all. I'm not going to see his milestones. I might even be in jail or I'm going to die. I don't know. But he's not going to have me. He's got to make a choice. The money or that life. The same thing when I was working iron. You know, I had to make a choice. Do I flip the money that I made doing this longshoreman into a business where I can work for myself and I don't have to deal with these disrespectful people talking sexual shit about me when I am completely alone by myself and I will punch you in the fucking face, which means that I'm gonna go to jail. So I have to make choices. So I made choices and I decided to be responsible for myself, take responsibility. I knew myself. I knew that if I stayed in that kind of environment, I was going to act on impulse and I was going to hurt somebody. Blood everywhere. I knew it. So I got myself out. Start healing those issues that I had within myself. I was transparent with myself. What is the issue? Why am I so upset of somebody else's actions? So I took responsibility. Laid it right out. Now, I don't have intimate relationships, but I do have relationships with you beautiful collective. Far away, like way away. And somebody may be jealous of that. That even though they didn't give you intimacy or they try to take your intimacy away, you still got self-love, so you didn't need the sex. Somebody thinks that it's all about sex and having a partner next to you to claim you and that's what makes you valuable. I don't know. Somebody is settling. So is that really valuable? Fuck no. Yeah, see? You're inspiration to a lot of people to not fucking settle. Because whoever settled is really upset because you took responsibility and because you're inspirational to a lot of people to look into themselves, to understand that whoever you choose to lay with, you become. That's why I'm so happy that my baby daddy has a new girlfriend and they're about to get married and they got a nice house and so my son can go there whenever he wants and it's nice. It's nice that he has his own shit because he's minding his own fucking business, you know? And I can be able to give my children the life that they deserve by myself. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And the last one is risk management. You take healthy risks, guys. You really do, and you always have because you are a critical thinker. So God Creator created you to help others. And people thought that you were always going to help others and not help yourself. You're not a fucking hypocrite. And somebody is seeing that you're not a fucking hypocrite. That's why the opportunities are coming towards you and why others are being blocked. Their opportunities are being blocked. Because it's not today's Satan. Whoever's trying to come towards you with ill intent, they are getting blocked, put on display for everybody to see. Because somebody's opportunities. There's 2 opportunity cards here. I don't get it. So it's opportunity. New opportunities are coming your way, offering a chance for significant progress in your personal and professional life. And opportunities, career opportunities are opening up to you, offering you a chance for significant advancement and growth. Guys, you got double opportunities here. You could have 2 options coming in. Okay, maybe your past and maybe somebody new. You're going to have to make a choice, guys. It's about communication. Somebody definitely wants to have honest and open communication, but it's only because the tea is spilled, guys. The gossip, the slander, the rumors, the drama. Someone's sitting in Karmicville right now and they don't like where the fuck they settled. Nope, because the dust has cleared. Now they get to see what really is going on. And yeah, your vibes don't lie. Your vibes don't lie. You were always transparent. You sensed something was wrong. And you listen to your intuition. And you move the fuck away. Right in the nick of time, guys. Make believe. Because someone was making believe. Like they cared. Like they wanted to spend the rest of their life with you. Or like they were your family. Or like they were going to support you in this career endeavor that you were doing. But really, they just wanted what was yours. Now, if these people aren't with you in the gym training, then you need to let them the fuck go. Because they're in a fantasy land. They really think they can come and go whenever the fuck they please. And somebody's upset because no, it's them who's living in a fantasy land. You got a new boo coming in, okay? You got a lot of intimacy coming in, but you may have, you know, an intimacy issue only because of the shit that you've been through. We got to keep it real here, guys. Somebody's fed the fuck up because they can't come in and out of your fucking life. And you will have somebody who you are seeing exclusively, openly. And it's going to have somebody over the top, frustrated. I'm telling you, they're over it. They're pissed off because you are a key player in this new earth. And that you have forewarned a lot of people to be careful on what the fuck they were doing. And to take full responsibility and accountability for their actions. But people refuse. And because you stand on business, whether it's good, bad, whatever, it's your fucking shit. You own your shit. It makes people upset. It makes them feel about this big. Why? Because they won't take accountability or responsibility. They would rather blame everybody else for their shit. And that's why they're numbing out. And then they said that you were numbing out. You ain't got no reason to run away. You face your shit head on. You like to feel shit raw. And that's what's inspiring these people who are numbing out. Because you are a key player and you really do take care of responsibilities. Somebody's frustrated because they can't have an intimate relationship with you. And there's a lot of people talking about your business. But it's not about the new you. The ones who are talking about the new you, it's all good stuff. That's probably why somebody's feeling some way as well. And that's because, yeah, sneaky link. Somebody's yearning for you, but there was a friend, a family member. I told you, somebody did you dirty in the background. It was a sneaky link. They thought that, okay, I'm going to tell you something, guys. My baby daddy cheated on me with my cousin. My ex-fiance cheated on me with my cousin. I don't know if they cheated, but he ended up fucking her right after me, which is gross. It's like, it's gross. But yeah, bitches be sneaky. And to top it off, this bitch was watching me on my YouTube, right? And on my Facebook and everything. And she was so nice, whatever. Her mother's funeral, giving me hugs, kissing, sucking my dick pretty much. You know what I mean? Like what hoes be doing. And then I find out at work, this guy shows up on my fucking job site and showing me all these hickeys like a fucking 13-year-old boy. And then I find out it's the bitch. So I messaged the bitch. And the bitch is like, say that. And then as soon as I mention what the fuck the guy told me, she blocked me and called the cops. I was like, what a little coward bitch. And it was only because I was on house arrest. So the only time I was allowed to go out was to work. That was it. And yes, I did work away, but I was allowed to be at work. But I was on house arrest. Little bitch tried to fucking fuck me up. And she only did that because my other friend is the one who put me on the house arrest. Like, it's like, But at the end of the day, look at where they are and look at where I am. And I did it all by myself. You see, so karma's a bitch. So these people can be sneaky links all they want. But at the end of the day, the people who they're sneaky links with are still yearning for you because you are the real deal Holyfield. You are irreplaceable. And somebody feels real fucking fucked up about that. Yeah, because look, there's a whole lot of people with this, what is it called? Pillow talking about you. Oh, somebody's trying to make somebody jealous and you don't even give a fuck because it's liftoff time, guys. You're taking off, you're moving forward, and there's a lot of forward moving. Somebody from your past is really reminiscing, and like I said, you don't see them as quality. Not at all. And in your life, quality over quantity wins every day. Somebody was playing in the dirt and they got all dirty and shit. You don't want dirt. You don't want dirty. Somebody needs to go clean themselves up, all right? Because you got the snake. Now, we did read this yesterday, guys. So somebody may be trying to be snaky. It's the spider. Now, let's read the spider, which is the fire, I think. No, it's the earth. So, it's the earth. Spider. Somebody may be trying to weave a web that you will get caught in. However, your energy vibrates higher. So it's like, be careful what you send out. Because your energy, it makes waves, okay? And the ancestors hear. So as much as people are spreading lies and rumors and all this shit, it doesn't get very far. They end up getting trapped in their own web of lies, right? Because they have to lie again and again and again. The fact that you don't have to lie, you could say it right where it is, how it is, what it is. You don't go fumble on your fucking words. You don't get stuck. You don't get trapped. You don't have to remember your fucking lies. Okay? So, creator of prosperity through life's work and dharma. I told you, you get dharma. So be careful on what you're weaving, all right? The spider is an indigenous creature. Its greatest gift is weaving the threads of dharma into the vast, incarnate web that supports the spider and those around it, both financially and spiritually. It is hard work, but the spider neither tires nor becomes impatient. This card reminds us creativity is everywhere. Be process-oriented rather than result-oriented. And soon your work becomes like a weavicle of a magical, priceless tapestry. Abundance flows. When in balance, appreciative, enthusiastic, and prosperous. When out of balance, discouraged, tired, and forlorn. And to bring into balance, playful creativity. Okay, now the snake. It's the guardian of the unawakened, magic, and creative potential. The snake. Now we are in the fucking year of the snake, guys. The spider is a symbol of the highest potential. It is said that our creative life force lies dormant in the base of the spine in the form of the coiled snake. Regardless of whether this image rings true for you, it's well worth considering the amount of unawakened or untapped in potential within. What would life look like if we woke up? How can you stir it from a slumber? An experienced yoga or meditation teacher can lead its way, but haste, the snake card appears when there is no more time to waste. When in balance, prosperous, creative, charismatic. When out of balance, starts and stops many times. Okay, to bring into balance, Kundalini yogining or meditation. You fucking woke somebody's Kundalini up, but though they didn't know how to really take care of you, look. They didn't know how to take care of you. They didn't know how to treat you well. They didn't know how to do the work for themselves, so they tried to degrade you. They alienated you. They were insecure. Why were they insecure? Because you are the phoenix rising from the motherfucking ashes. That's why. Because you are the phoenix. This goddess energy that you hold, whether you're male or female, it is shining bright and it is time to reign. The beautiful divine feminine is reigning, and there's a lot of masculines who are bowing down to you. Congratulations. Okay? Freedom from suffering and past karma. Reincarnation. The phoenix represents transformation of our past. It doesn't mean running from it, denying it, or burning bridges with rage. The phoenix employs an advanced technique described in yoga as burning of purities through practice of dedication. The essence of the phoenix is with us when we realize we have suffered too long and something must change. We take a stand and decide that to live consistently instead of being driven by our unconscious. mind and its long list of fears. At this very moment, the spark of the phoenix is lit, and the great bird helps us to burn through our baggages. We no longer run away from who we are, or what has happened to us, or what we have done. The stuckness and dead weight falls into the ashes, and the lightness of clarity emerges. As the stagnancy continues to smolder, the phoenix lifts our spirits up, and we begin to recognize ourselves again. We may catch a glimmer in our eyes that wasn't there before. Look closely. It's a sign that the fire of transformation is upon your wings. Now, like I said, there could be a lot of distractions that may have been distracting you from seeing you and from knowing who you were, what you have done, and where you're going. You know, you took full accountability. You did the check-ins, check-outs, you know, and you did it. And the ancestors are so proud of you guys. It says, the phoenix is the first chakra. The ancient yogis believe that the heaviest chakra rests in the first chakra. This is, Eastern center is called the root. The accent of the phoenix brings here, and the entanglement of the karmas is slowly burning. It rises from its ashes towards the navel center again and again. It makes the journey from first to third, purifying our essence, freeing us from the past. See, God, Creator, Source is doing this. This is why every day is a new day for you. Every day you can see things in a different perspective, and you evaluate. You don't hold any grudges. There's no need for revenge. They pay their own revenge eventually, I'm telling you. Eventually they suffer their own fucking karmic cycles, because I told you it's a double-edged sword. People think they're hurting you, they end up only just hurting themselves. So for my beautiful starseed elect ones, chosen ones, divine feminine and divine masculine, light workers, whatever you call yourself, let's get a message. And look, it's messenger. You are the messenger. A lot of people called you crazy. They're not calling you crazy no more, because whatever you said, it's coming true. The messenger, guys. I love that. You are far from crazy, and you are far from alone. Messenger. Somebody really wanted you to feel like you were alone, like nobody understood you. People understand you. Messenger. Cyrus energy, bringing harmony and balance. I told you. You got that Cyrus energy. You have that alluring kind of energy, but you don't act on that. You're a fucking messenger, okay? You're a fallen angel, and you chose a side to be balanced. You chose to be balanced, and people have a problem with that. It is what it is. You're part of a lineage of souls who have dedicated their life to uplifting the planet, to returning time and time again to see the light. The crystalline ones, the ones who are here to plant the sacredness back into life, to honor both the sacred feminine and masculine, to usher both reverence back in. Many ancestral masters are taught to be connected to the energy of Cyrus, often appearing as a shade of blue. They hold the frequency of pure love and are here to help the masculine and feminine exist in harmony, to ensure greater balance, to help to see that we're all connected and that the masculine and feminine energy exists within all of us. We're being called to bring about the balance and harmony between the masculine and feminine, to be the guardians of harmony and balance on earth. Think of the whale traveling around the globe, sharing love through their healing, vibrant song. Their unique notes send balance and harmony to every corner of the planet. A rebalancing of masculine and feminine is occurring in the world. It's a reassurance of the sacred within us all, a returning of the sacred union within, a rekindling of heaven on earth. We can begin to bring harmony and balance by creating it in our own life. The ripples will flow from there. I told you. You can honor and balance the sacred masculine and feminine energy within yourself and others. Starseed Soul Inquiry, how are you being called to bring harmony into your life and the planet? How are you being called to honor the sacred masculine and feminine within you? I love you guys. So let's get the last closing message from the St. Francis Oracle deck. to bring this all together because you are definitely doing what you need to do. Now you have number 8 and number 29. Okay, number 8 is what you put out, you get back. Number 29 is 11. So there is a balancing, an equilibrium. Okay, maybe even a twin flame energy. This means that you had a soul ascension. Okay, you may have met your twin flame. You may have learned a lot. It could have even been a catalyst. At the end of the day, you know that what you put out, you get back. Okay, so number 8, tears of innocence, past regret and letting go. Childhood memories, whether happy or dysfunctional, may be at the forefront of your mind. You may be thinking about how life could have been different and what would have been if you had taken a different path. There is no place for tears or regret in this forward journey. What is done is done. It's important to remember that you are in control of what happens next. Do not allow vulnerability to be your weakness. Rather, allow the challenges of the past to be the strengths. Hanging on to old negative emotions will only hinder you. They serve no purpose now except to learn from them. It is important not to seek a positive way to deal with negative memories. Do not allow them to clutter in your mind. If negative thoughts come in, push them away with positive dreams and ideas. So that's what I do, guys. Put you on a little game, okay? So whenever somebody treats me bad, I go take myself out and I treat myself 10 times better. So wherever somebody made me cry, wherever I spilled blood, I go back to that place and I transmute that energy and I fill it with love. That's why my sobriety date is my stabbing date, so that I can transmute that sad energy into something so beautiful, so powerful, like my sobriety. So it's up to you. The world is in your hands. You can change the game at any choice, but it's about how you think. Okay? Because you have this tears of innocence. You were innocent. And God, Creator, Source knows your intentions were pure. So you don't got to suffer, okay? Number 29, the Ashen Queen says reflection, overthinking, and peace. Remember, peace is priceless. So you had that transformation. You had the Kundalini awakening. You did the proper work necessary to become the phoenix rising from the fucking ashes. Okay? So there is times in life when we just need to stop and reflect on where we are in our path. There is no sorrow here, just a need to have a goal, something to plan for and look forward to. Meditation and visualization may be needed to calm the mind and give you some guidance. Whatever you need to do to relax, find time to do so. When days are overwhelmed with mundane demands of modern life, it can be stressful, and sometimes we need permission to be kind to ourselves. Make plans to do things which make you happy. Reconnect with nature, walk, dance, laugh, whatever it is, it's time for you. Time to be you is much needed. Okay? A lot of people are upset because you're just you. You are the definition of self-love. As one of my subscribers said that in my comment section, because they see me take my voice to Florida and they said that's the definition of self-love. You're fucking right, it is, man. Oh my God. Anyways, I love you guys. Stay blessed. Remember to play the tape. Okay? Remember who you are. Don't let people put shit in your head. Remember that monkey mind is usually other people's words, but it's your voice. Okay? So check it. Somebody's mad because you checked them. Like a pair of fucking Nikes. That shit was fake. So they can't be in your life. I love you guys. I hope this resonates. I hope this gave you some clarity. I love you, and I'll see you later, okay?